Today we're talking about the 5 best hard money lenders. The technical definition of a hard money loan is a specific type of asset-based loan financing through which a borrower receives funds that are secured by real property. Hard money loans typically will be issued by private investors or companies. So we're going to break down the pros and cons of the top 5 services, and we're also going to discuss if a hard money loan will affect your credit or not. So let's get started with the pros and cons of each service. First up, Kiavi. Kiavi is arguably the best hard money lender out there right now. First, let's look at some of the basic stats for this lender. Kiavi has interest rates starting at 4.95%, a maximum loan amount of $3 million, and an ideal term of 12 months. It takes anywhere from 5 to 15 days for your loan to get approved, and it has a loan to cost of 90% and an after repair value of 75%. Overall, Kiavi excels because of the fact that it funds fast without any sort of hidden fees. It's one of the most transparent lenders on this list, and the process is very smooth and reliable. The main purpose of Kiavi is to provide easy financing to small businesses. Of course, you still require a credit score of at least 660 to be considered, but that's well below the average credit score in the United States. So if you've been using a credit card for a few years, it should be no problem for you to get loans from Kiavi. It's known to fund first-time investors as well. I'm going to mention really quick that there are links in the description below for the services mentioned, and they are affiliate links. That just means you're going to get the best possible price, and then we might earn a commission as well. Growing a real estate portfolio happens by taking incremental steps each day, so take that first step and just check out the services in the description below. Visio Lending is next. Visio Lending is another platform that's known to fund first-time investors. Although Visio primarily deals in real estate, specifically in the areas of refinancing or growing a rental portfolio, it does provide funding for other types of businesses and individuals as well. Just make sure your pitch is good enough. So let's take a look at a few of the Visio stats. Its interest rates start at 5.2%, which is slightly more than Kiavi, but still pretty low for the most part. It has a maximum loan amount of $3 million, which is the same as Kiavi. Its term limits are much higher than Visio though, and they can be anywhere from 5 years to 30 years. Funds can be received within 21 days after submission. Overall, it's pretty easy to see why a small business would want to choose Visio. It offers large loans that last a long time, so you don't have to worry about paying back a massive debt every month. It primarily offers loans to people with credit scores above 680, but it does offer loans to scores below that as well, although the terms might be more strict for those people. Next up, RCN Capital. Now, if you're an investor that has a little more experience, then RCN Capital can be a great lender. RCN does not accept first-time investors, but it does accept investors that only have a few successful deals in flipping properties. Of course, this also gets you much higher loans at a lower interest rate. The minimum interest rate on RCN loans is about 4.75%, and the maximum loan amount is $5 million. So that is higher than both of the other 2 lenders we mentioned earlier, and the interest rates are a bit lower. Another great thing about RCN is the speed. You can have your loan processed in as little as 10 days. So RCN is probably not going to be your first option as an investor, but once you've used lenders like Kiavi and Visio, then you can start working with RCN, and it's going to be a great way to expand your loans. Next up, Lima One. If you're in the business of flipping houses, then there's probably no better lender than Lima One right now. This is a lender that offers 13-month loans specifically to house flippers at 5.5% interest. It has a loan to cost of 90% and after repair value of 70%. It offers loans anywhere from $3 million to $15 million depending on your credit score. But it's safe to say that you can flip pretty much any property you're thinking of with this lender. Once again, this lender offers loans to first-time investors. And to make things even better for small businesses and investors, the minimum credit score you need can be as low as 600. Loans are typically processed within 15 days, so this is quite reliable, and you get your funding fast, even if you don't have much of a credit history. And next is Corevest Finance. Out of all the lenders on our list, Corevest is going to get you the most capital. However, much like RCN, this platform only lends to experienced investors. Its interest rate starts at 5% with a term of anywhere from 18 to 24 months. Corevest allows you to borrow up to $50 million for real estate investments. Of course, the main downside is that you can't borrow from Corevest as a first-time investor, and even investors with a little bit of experience have a hard time borrowing from Corevest. However, this is definitely a nice little goalpost for you to go after. You can start with some of the easy ones like Kiavi, work your way up to RCN, and then finally go after those big deals with Corevest. I'm going to mention really quick that there are links in the description below for the services mentioned, and they are affiliate links. That just means you're going to get the best possible price, and then we might earn a commission as well. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.